stream tower, and let's actually get the stream fired up here. So, you get that kicked up. Oh, and as soon as I said stream, Sonny's trying to knock my mouse hand off because he wants to jump up here. He knows when I'm doing my intro for stuff, it's time for him to jump up and say hello. Alrighty, so yeah, if I am fired up here, you can send stuff over my way whenever you're ready. Oh, right, I forgot I had the crying obsidian up there. I'm like, why is there purple dripping down? I'm the one that built this room. I should have remembered that. Gotcha, yeah, no, it should be sent it over here. Well, second here. Him, it's him.
I just said that purely based on the fact that I got a Twitch notification.
I don't know if it's messed up, if it was still on Rizabeth's hosting thing, because I know that had gotten... There was a mistake made when it was getting transferred over to you, so I don't know if it's over there still. No problem. Honestly, I'm going to be kind of dithering about figuring out what the heck I'm doing for a lot of it anyway, so you're buying me time.
There we go. Okay, alright, the raid countdown, that I'm not sure why that's even a thing, is counting down. And I can raid now. So what I'm going to do is raid now.
Alright, send them.
Wait for like a bit of delay.
And then wait for it to actually pop through for you. Oh, hey, there we go. Now we're getting the pops. And coming over on my stream, you get the creepy Christopher Walken gif going. I don't ever get a raid. So. Alright, well, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Settle on in here. And hope you have a good rest of your day there, Super Ruler. So, real quick, I am just going to jump in to do my usual intro here with everybody. So, hey, how's it going, everybody? Thank you for the follow here. Alrighty, how you doing this afternoon, everybody? Of course, this is Camelback, and we got Sonny coming up. He's doing his hello with everything. Yeah, you saying hi. You know it's time. Is it time you say hi? You gotta look up here. No, don't click on stuff on Windows. We don't need you to click on the keyboard. He knows when it's time. He knows when it is time for the stream. Oh, yeah, Super Ruler, I see your message, so you can just toss that to me while I'm here. All right, there we go. So yeah, we usually start things off over here with the puppy break, and that's mostly because he won't let me get away with it. Yeah, I can never get away with this stream without him coming up to say hi. So this is Sonny. This is my best little buddy here. He always hangs out and watches things. He usually hangs up kind of behind here, but he'll wander around from time to time, and I'll have the camera. It'll be up in this corner, so you get to see me once we get going into everything with the game here. All right, are you going to let me stream? Are you going to let me do stuff? You hopping down? Oh, you're waiting for your treat. You want a treat. Okay. Sit. Good boy. There you go. Okay. We'll let him go and do his thing here. All right, let's switch back over to the Minecraft layout. Oh, and one last thing I do need to do. Let's get to the music up and popping here. Whenever Prince Royce decides to open the window. There it goes. All right. It's got this running here. And this is still just on Surprise Me, so if there's a particular song that seems weird or we want to skip it, just let me know. I'm not attached to any of these at all. Just adjusting my chat window here a little bit. Let's say any volume or anything needs to adjust, let me know. I'm hoping the microphone seems to be okay. I'm still on the headset. The last one I watched back, the quality sounded a little bit worse, so I'm hoping this isn't having issues. It may have just been something going on with that particular stream. If it becomes a problem, I do have my actual streaming microphone that I can pick up, and this one's supposed to be stream quality with my headset built in. It's a little more convenient. If I need to, I can switch over to the other mic. It's kind of buried under a bunch of wrappers and stuff that have accumulated over the course of the week. Just working with the day job. But if it becomes a problem, let me know. But yeah, anyway, welcome, coming in here. So as you've seen with everybody else today, we've been doing the group stream time, just kind of working on this project over here. We got our recorder Neo hanging out in there. We're gonna get a time lapse of everything that's been going through. So let's pop up real quick. I'm just going to shoot up to the top of the stream tower. Let's get a quick overview, and that'll also give you guys an opportunity to see kind of what I'm looking at here for what I'm planning to do. So we've got the layout, and you can see my cursor here in the center of the screen with everything set up. Obviously, everybody's still coming through, but I'm figuring we need some sort of centerpiece in here. We're doing this as kind of a big garden. So I want to make a nice big fountain in the middle. Just do circular pattern, and then I figure we can kind of wind a path around, let it come connect in the circle, and then we can bring that off to whatever other plots or whatever anybody else decides to build. Doesn't have to be anything in particular that we're setting up there, but that's kind of the plan, is to set it more or less around about this spot. I'm still kind of sorting out exactly how I want to do all this in my head, so we'll figure that out as we go. This idea just kind of came up this past week, and I haven't had that much time to plan out on it. So you'll be just as surprised as I am at what we're going to be doing here today. But anyway, let's jump down, and I'm right about in this spot. And I did get some supplies together. Let's stick that over here a little bit. And I'm just going to do a little bit of marking here. So I figure maybe around about there. And I want to pop back up high just to see how this looks for the center spot. Let's actually check that real quick before I go marking out other circles. Oh, I think 2 rockets may have been a little too much there. There. I think that will be okay, and I want to make this pretty sizable with with the design I'm kind of going for. So like around about there. So we got one, maybe halfway between those 2 torches, just to kind of help me line up where everything's going to look looking from the top compared to down there. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Alrighty. Let's swing down here and let's get a good radius figured out. Well, that didn't work! Oh boy. Alright, well, thankfully I was flying there too. That was not what I intended to do. Thankfully, I set my warp point here just so I can swing back. It's fine. I can run and go grab my stuff. It's not a big deal. It's a Scar server. It wouldn't be a Scar server unless somebody died. So, that's just how these things go. Alrighty. We will pop that in here. Let me get my inventory reorganized where I like it. And we'll put... this one goes there, this one goes there, this one goes there. Okay. Back to where we were looking at here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 would be... let's put that at 9 so that there's 8 in the middle, and I want to make sure this has a single block centered. So if we do there, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam. Okay. Now I gotta remember my circle building skills. I definitely had to do a lot of this last season in Scarworld Season 1. Just with the, I was building Mos Eisley, and so many of the Tatooine buildings are circular, so I really got to focus on those. So let's see. I think we need to go 1, 2, 3, like that. 2, 3. Let's do here. 1, 2, 3. No, I think I wanted to put it as 2. And then we go like that. Yes. That looks to be the right number. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I will double check this once I go up high, just to make sure I'm good. Oh, hey Neo, thank you for the subscription. I think you were my very first subscriber before too. So thanks very much for doing that. Much appreciated. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 2, 3. And hopefully this will get a little bit more exciting than just me counting. And I appreciate that. I do have the link to plots. That was the main one I used for all the circles. But just remembering how to do them. I did enough of them that I should know most of the radiuses to do on my own. Sometimes I still have nightmares building that base just with all the sand. Yeah, I mean, everybody laughs about the meme of Anakin complaining about sand, but you know what? He's right. He is 100% right on it. I'm trying to swing in slow here. Whoa, I made that before I fell. All right. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I think we're good. That looks pretty circular in terms of Minecraft circles. And I think that gives us a good amount of space. We'll have a little bit more with a walkway here, but that can just kind of integrate around Super Ruler's stuff. And honestly, the pathway can just kind of roll right through there, coming up. So I don't know if we're bringing it on that side. I'm not going to worry too much about the paths at this point. But yeah, I think that will do. All right, perfect. So we've got that, and I am going with a stone-focused build for this one. A lot of times with the fountains I'll go quartz, just because it looks fancy, but I think we're going a little bit more of an older rustic style here. So I think the stone is definitely going to be the approach to go for. Let me throw down some shulkers here. I do have one other part, and I don't know if we're going to get to doing any of it today. That I'm going to do is sort of the centerpiece for this one. We will see how that goes. But yeah, let's go. What do we want to do for the base of this thing? I am probably going to have to warp home to grab more supplies. That's fine. This is why I set my warp points ahead of time so I can just switch back and forth very quickly. And, you know, once I do actually end up warping home and have my Elytra with me, I'll do a quick tour of the base just to give us a little bit of a breakup for things here. All right, I think if we go smooth stone, or well, not this isn't smooth stone anymore, but you know, regular plain stone in the bottom, I think that will look good. And I am probably going to change out the trim here. I don't know if I want to go with just doing stairs and then flooding them, so it makes it a little bit thinner and it runs right up to the edge. If I want to go like half slabs and just deal with a little bit of water that shows up over the top, or if we want to try and deal with a full block. So we'll figure that out once we go. I'm going to let that kind of come about more organically and see how this turns out. Trying to go slow here so I don't have to go and replace more dirt. But a lot of this in the middle is going to end up being... the base for this thing is going to be pretty thick. I'm going to do a multi-tier setup with this fountain. And it really will end up being pretty thick in the middle, so I will have to do a secondary circle there with the platform that goes to. There will probably only be 3 tiers, and I think the centerpiece will just be flat. It won't be an actual separate fountain pool. So, oh, hey, Red Force, we're building a fountain here in the center of the Scarden, I think is what we're calling this thing. So just getting the foundations laid for everything out here. So how has everybody been? It's been a while since I've been to stream. I've had life hit me like a ton of bricks lately. Hanging in there, doing all right. Just chipping along. Just haven't had the chance to actually do much streaming for a while. Part of it, I also need to work more on the line developer thing for my game line. There's so much of that. We're so close on getting this book finished. I really got to push and get this thing done. So it is so close. And of course, I'll be announcing that just because I'm gonna push that thing everywhere once I get the book finished. Do that anytime I finish one of these things. Fortunately, I do have more people on my writing team at this point. Although I can't always use more writers. So, hey, if anybody's interested in writing for a, well, we call it Steam Weird. It's sort of a steampunk / fantasy / pulp adventure. We mix a lot of stuff in here with this game line. But for a tabletop RPG, if anybody's got some interest in writing for it, shoot me a message. Let me know. Speaking of messaging me, I actually just finished earlier today. I have a Discord now. So you should be seeing the Night Watch box. We'll be giving you, I think there is just a little bit on the back scroll there. It's going over some of the social links. But yeah, I have my own Discord set up now. So if anybody's interested, follow me on there. You can follow me on Twitter. I got all my other links and everything put in there. Twitter's where I think I'm the most active probably. But I post things on pretty much everything. And I mean, obviously not the Discord too much. It's pretty empty right at this point just because I haven't, it just opened up today. So I haven't really done anything with it just yet. But yeah, no, if you want to jump in there, talk about different things, feel free. Let's see here. Sitting here talking about other things, and then I'm going to focus back on the build. Switch gears. All right, so we got the Florida. Let's take a quick peek up. I don't think I need to go up all the way here. Let's see how this is looking now that it's filled in. Just make sure the perspective doesn't change too much. Yeah, I think we're good. Especially considering the size I need to go through for the middle here, I think we should be just fine. Now, I'm going to bring this up slow. And what rocks do I want to use for that? Wow, I went through that stone quick. You never realize how much surface area there is to circles. Those I really need to save for other stuff, but we'll put in later. I'm just going to go ahead and make a quick tower here, just so I have the center point permanently marked. So I think we're going to want to go... Yeah, that's not enough for... I mean, it's going to flare out as it comes up, so it'll do sort of an archly like this, if you can see my cursor in the middle here. But that's not quite where I want it for the center. Do I want to go 3? Pop that out. I suppose I can add more flare from there, but that seems... I really want to curve that a little more. Let's go 1, and then I can do a single block here. Oh, we want to take that out. Just gives us a little bit more definition to the curve that we're doing. It gets really hard to make circles work well in Minecraft at the small scale. Because obviously the smaller you go, the more just restricted to a block shape you are. Yeah, I think that way it gives us enough of a definition that we can still see this is intended to be a circle rather than a square column in the middle. And then I can still flare it out a bit. Okay. And I may end up swapping out this stone later for a different type. We will look at that here in a moment. I kind of wanted to get the outlines sort of figured out with what I'm doing before I went and gathered all my supplies. Okay. So we'll bring it like this. So the thing with a lot of this is it's got to get huge in order to get proper definition with the water. I mean, water you can't have it go as like a half block. You don't have slabs and that sort of thing to get definition for it. So anytime you're doing anything with a fountain, you have to go big in order to get a lot of detail put into it. Oh, let's see here. I'm running short of stone, but I think we'll be okay. Let's just pop up like this. So let's go here. And I'm just going to try and build a curve out on one side. I'll go here, here. I may move that over a little bit more. And then... And it will probably go out too from here. And then I'll do stairs or something for a lip here. Let's see. Is that going to look right? Yeah, I do need to build this up on this side so I can properly define this. We're going to have to do a full quarter. Okay. Need to go like that. There, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I know what I'm doing here. I mean, that's kind of my approach to life. I don't really expect that I know what I'm doing any time of the day. Which is especially weird because I work in IT, so people call me and expect me to be the expert on everything. Alright, so let's just do like a that. Because I want it to come up, but I want to have just enough so that it's not going all the way to the edge. And I think that will give me enough. So I could do a hole kind of coming off, look better over here. So I could do a hole coming off of here showing a spillway. Yeah, I think we'll be alright there. As long as I use stairs for the rim around here, I think we'll be okay. Alright. So there's the outline for it. I think we need to trim that off. Oop, that was not what I meant to do, but that's okay. So if we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I think that's the right circle shape here. Thank you for sleeping, by the way. Well, I just died, so the phantom shouldn't be coming after me for a little bit here. Wow, that's going to look imposing. That is really going to look imposing. I need to give this a little bit more definition with some, I think, some walls in here. So whatever stone variety we pick out, we definitely need to do some walls so I can get this a little bit more narrow. See, and this is why I wanted to get the outline figured out first so that I could figure that out. I think I might go ahead and put stairs under here first, rather than just go. Yeah, we'll do stairs like that. That should give us the curve that we need. Okay. so what blocks are we thinking here to fill in? We want to make sure we're using a wall, so I have to use either stone brick, cobble, or regular andesite if I'm sticking with this gray tone. I mean, I can go with some different accents in there, but I want to minimize that a little bit. The feature should really be more towards the middle. Let's say... I think I'll do either smooth stone blocks or polished andesite here. We can do those in the corners. That will give it a little bit of a decorative. And then I can go stone bricks, you think, connecting on the walls here. And I'll have to put some sort of block in behind, at least on this side, so that it links up. That will also let us, I can flood the stone walls, so I can make those go through the water so it just blends naturally there. So I need a bunch more stone and a bunch of andesite right at this point. Okay, let's dump these off. I'm going to go toss this dirt in the storage over here. And we will take a quick break, head over to my base, and I'll keep the torches on me just in case we run into any issues. But yeah, let's head over to my base. I can give you guys a quick tour and show you what I've been working on here since the last time I streamed before I go pick up my supplies. Because I've actually done quite a bit off camera here. I just haven't had enough focus to really sit and do stuff as a stream. There's been a little bit, bits and pieces here, but quite a bit has picked up from here. So, starting off from the Nether Portal, where we come in, this you should have probably seen before with the main station coming up as we come through on the railroad. We've got the engines coming up here. We got the passenger train, a goods train coming out on this platform. If I can make the stairway here up the little service elevation. So we got two platforms. There's one over here. This is the... Of course, I fall off. So this is the civilian station. This is where a lot of the business is going to be conducted, where the main visitors are going to come through. This other station over here is the military one, so it is very Spartan, very plain, very much just functional, and a lot more like goods and that sort of thing would get unloaded off of here. This building is new. I don't think I've shown this one at all. Made some bold color choices with this one, but I actually found a picture that had it, and it looked pretty cool. So I was like, I want to try this and see if it works, and I think it turned out pretty good. Just climb it up in this little spot here so you can see it. But yeah, the contrast between the prismarine and the red nether brick is just really vibrant. But it kind of works for what this is. This one I'm kind of setting up to look kind of like a Victorian department store. And inside of there, I've got some armorers on the top floor, and then just the leather workers. So basically, it's where you would go buy all your clothes. Just extra places to fill in for all my different villagers. I haven't done a whole lot of interior detailing. I've just gotten it set up with the villagers inside. So not a whole lot has gone on inside of there quite yet. I've got some plans. It's probably going to be very utilitarian, except maybe the ground floor will be a little bit more decorative. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I wanted to torch myself apparently when I made this floor. So the floor is all upside down barrels and beehives. I mean, it gives a really cool contrast, and it's a much different texture variation, just compared to like your regular wood coloring. So I think it turned out really cool. It's just trying to go... I had to dig out underneath to be able to place all the barrels upside down, and then also have to deal with placing beehives. So you have to shift click for every single one of those. So yeah, it was a little bit of a pain, but I think it turned out nice. Oh, that was a golem sitting there. Yeah, I've got villagers that I'm training up for other sections that I'm still filling in. But anyway, let's go ahead and we'll continue along the track here. If you had not seen over this way, I have a water tower put up now, and I do plan to put up a coal depot right here on the way out. Figuring this would just sort of be the refueling stations as the trains are getting ready to head out to the rest of the parts in the Grove. We've got the big boy train, the Dreadnought here, if you hadn't seen this one. There was a couple of videos that I did building that one, and those are up on YouTube. I do have those uploaded from my backlog. And this one is a unique one. This is actually an engine I designed myself for the game line based off of a real-world engine. There was these Camelback engines that were used primarily on the Pennsylvania Railway. They were used for, there was a very cheap, abundantly available, but really crappy burn fuel source that they had with the mines that were going on. So they needed to have a very large firebox in order to utilize this fuel. Now at the time, they had not figured out, set up balancing bogies on the back end to be able to maintain having a large firebox. So in order to make this work, you had to have a firebox large enough that it would interfere with the engineer trying to drive. So what they did is rather than trying to fight with the engineer not having any visibility because your firebox was up so high, they put the engineer up on top, and so the fireman would have his own space down here. I haven't put the ladders in here just yet, but there will be ladders getting up. And then the engineer sits on top, and then that ended up creating this little bit of a cab area on top of the engine when they enclosed it. So your engineer would stand here, and then you actually had some spaces inside the train, the engine itself, where you could have people seated. My plan for this one, for use within the game line, is that this would be sort of the military scouting along the rails. It's a very hostile environment, so a lot of potential for various other factions to come up and sabotage the rails or set up an ambush or that sort of thing. The idea being is that they would be able to take this one out. The position up here gives you a really good, you'd have a complement of soldiers in here along with the engineer and firemen. But this gives you a really good firing position because you're up high. You basically just have a mobile shooting platform up top. And then on the front, this was done partially to balance the engine because of the extra weight up here. You put this really heavy prow up front. But we'll also, I just haven't gotten the armor stands up to do this yet, but there would be a big gun mount here. So you could do like a big Maxim gun or just a steam-powered cannon powered off of the engine's steam. And you'd have this as a firing position. It would be nice and contained, so you have lots of metal and everything surrounding you, but would give you a nice spot to just shoot at anybody if they decide to ambush you. You got the big guns with you, and it's mobile just to go along the tracks. So yeah, and then I designed this as, rather than a tender engine, making it a tank engine. So it's more compact. You can keep it a little bit more contained. You don't have to worry about the tender in the back. Makes it a little more mobile, so that way you can go backwards and forwards without having to worry about the tender in the back. A lot of times the tenders cause problems for the big engines in going backwards. They're not designed to be pushed at high speed. But with a tank engine, you can just go back and forth just as easily. The other thing that caused a lot of concerns with the early developments on the Camelbacks with the engineers was they were afraid the linkage, if there's any sort of breakage or anything like that for the driving rods, if those were to break, because the engineers right above it, it was just going to go and hit them. Well, with the tanks here in the way, now if there's any breakage, it's going to hit the water tanks before it would ever get to the engineer. So yeah, even if the engine gets busted up, the engineers are going to be kept safe. So there would be that. It also provides a nice balance point by keeping the tanks on here. It's much lower. You got to worry about having so much height on this thing with it wanting to capsize. But by keeping the tanks here, all the weight it just helps to keep the weight lower and keep the traction on the wheels. So again, this is not something that ever existed in the real world. This is me being a rail fan and going through and designing stuff myself and setting stuff up for the game line. So went on a little bit of a rant there, but this is stuff that I do in my free time, both for the game line and just building it in Minecraft. And setting stuff up in Minecraft, it really helps me with visualizing and designing a lot of these things. But I also have, this is going to be my project once we get to my rotation on the Scarreds helping Scarreds. My schedule has been horrendous lately trying to get that set up. But this area over here is where we're going to be extending out the sort of alien jungle and stretching up to the tracks. I want to kind of go along this hill and maybe build that up a little bit just as sort of a backdrop. I certainly have enough dirt from tearing out everything else and flattening the base. but giving it this sort of a look, where it's just this crazy, chaotic, alien-looking jungle. That's really what I'm going for. But let's see here. What else have I done new? Oh, you probably did see as I was coming in, I finally have a building put up around the storage system. Oops, I missed my slot. Let's come over here. So yeah, there is finally a full building set up around the item sorter. And honestly, even though I have 2 floors and I haven't filled in all the item slots yet, I probably don't have enough item slots for all the crap that I use. So I'm probably going to have to put a basement in this thing. That'll be a future project at some point. Not sure when I'm going to get to that, if I'm going to even get to it. But you know, like I said, I definitely have plenty more slots to set up on there. But yeah, just starting to organize things. And then this one, which I don't think I've shown on camera yet, is a carrot farm that I established. I really like the structure that I got going around it. And again, this is based off a real-world structure. Pretty much most of these things are, or at least bits and pieces of things that I put together from real-world pictures. Still need to do the other half of this. I've only got these 2 columns, and I got to work out the back end of it. But yeah, I really like how this has turned out in getting it set up. Another one that I need to work on eventually, and I still got to wrap my head around how to do this, is I need to, one, extend the wall out. I have the cobble marking roughly where I want it to go along the hill, and then that'll go around the back end of the iron farm and meet up with the other wall. But I do need to set up some little, basically I'm going to set them like barracks buildings and move the villagers in here. This is where their permanent solution is going to be. That crappy stone structure was set up when I first moved out here and was intended as a temporary space, and it's, you know, almost a year later and I'm still using it. So it's like, yeah, we kind of need to get that out of here. But then once that gets out of here, I'm going to be extending the rest of the stables around this sort of barn-looking building where I have a lot of my farms. Just the smaller farms that are all compacted in there. And yeah, I will have this set up as a stables. I figured this would be a logical place to have it. Coming right out of the station, you need a horse to go somewhere. This is the place where you go to rent one, at least on the civilian side. The military, of course, has their own horses, and there is a station set up for them over on the other end. I'm pretty sure I've shown pretty much everything on the other end. There hasn't really been any significant developments over there, so I don't think I have too much to go over on this one. If you wanted to see things that's missed, I've got plenty of videos up on YouTube where you can check it all out. And of course, as I stream, if there's other things you wanted to take a look at, let me know whenever I do my streams. I'm more than happy to go through and do a tour of my base and just go on a rant of my game line that it's based off of and all the different stuff that I've been working on. But anyway, I'm going to get a full shulker of stone here, because I'm probably going to need quite a bit for stone bricks. I don't remember how many slots I had left there. I think this is enough. Yeah, more than enough. We'll put these back. Let's get a full one of andesite. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, 5 more slots. And I believe I have some more up in the other chest that I haven't gotten to yet. I need to do a mining session at some point to do some filling out here. And just haven't gotten to it yet. Let's go ahead and grab a full thing of smooth stone as well. Since I have it here. Oop. Swap that out for a full stack. And I grabbed one more shulker. I have more if I need them, but let's see. What other blocks do we want to go with here? I've got a crafting bench and a... what's the word? The stone cutter. There we go. I've got those in my shulkers that are left over at the stream building, so we're good there. Don't think I want any of the other bricks or anything. Let's grab andesite just in case I want it for some contrast. And I'll just go ahead and grab the full stack just because I have the shulker for it. Why not? I don't think there's other ones that I need right now. Usually I try to get, just anytime I'm doing anything with the gray stuff, I try to get some concrete in there, but this being water, I don't really, it's going to turn to concrete rather than concrete powder, so I won't have the mix of textures. If we need more, we can always come back. Alright, let's warp back to the stream tower. There we go. Alrighty, and let's head back over here. Wait a minute, I grabbed cobble, didn't I? No, I didn't grab cobble. That was the other one I was going to grab. You know what, before I get going, let's grab some of that. I always forget about that, I do so much with just stone with Silk Touch that I forget about cobble. Let's go grab that just in case. One more quick warp. We'll grab a shulker or cobble. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Alrighty. I hardly walk anymore. I rocket everywhere. Mostly just because my base is so huge. Alright, empty boxes. If you didn't notice, I organize all of my shulkers. They're all tinted blue, and I named them all Cosbox. So if I ever lose any of them, I know which ones are mine. I think the only exceptions are either just ones I haven't gotten to yet or ones inside of my ender chest, and those are just pop out and then pop back in. While they warp, let me go ahead and get the drinks going here. I would normally be grabbing tea, but I forgot to put my current jug of tea in the fridge, so that's still cooling off. So we're just going with a Sprite for today. There we go. Alright, now we'll probably still leave these supplies here, so if anybody else comes along and decides they need them, feel free, have at it. I got plenty of this stuff, so it's not like it's in any short supply. Alrighty. Ooh, I just realized, though, if I go with stairs here, that throws me off. I'm going to do walls. You know what? No, I can do full blocks, and then we can just do walls leading up. That will give us a little bit of extra detail here, I think. Let's go on and get these laid out. Where's the stone? That's the same one I just grabbed. This one. Let's grab some stone bricks. We'll go half of you stone walls and do a half stack of stairs. I will probably need more than that anyway. I'm just going to get my axe out of there, give me a little bit more working space. Let's see how this looks. So if I go here, here, here. Like that. And then we do this. I'm gonna need to see it with the rest of this filled in. Now, do I want to go with a full block in behind here? Or do I want to go with a stair, or with a wall, rather? What do we think? Get that versus that. I'm thinking we go with the full block. I think that puts just a little too much extra flare on the inside, which is not where we want it. So we'll go the full block here, and then I am going to go with smooth andesite in the middle. Let's get that. I can get the shovel out of the way for now, that's fine. Let's see how this looks. And then we're going to do stairs here. Do I want to go like that? No, I don't want to do that right there. I'm going to put another one like this, I think. Or do we want to do that? So I'm thinking we'll go like this and this. Yeah, that's just going to get covered up. Okay, we're not going to worry about that one. We'll go with block there. And it's really just kind of to help me keep this figured out in my head. Yeah, I think I'll just do... Well, let's see how this would look if we go like that as it comes up. You know what, to give this some extra definition, let's get smooth Andesite Stairs. Andesite's in this one. I'll just make a full stack, it's fine. Like that. How does that look? Yeah, that gives us, still very subtle, but it gives us just enough contrast to make this look a little bit different. So, like this is the one support column, and then we've got just the detail here, or the general build of it here. I like it. Okay. Take that out. We're going to put some regular bricks in there. I think I may end up setting all this as half slabs because I can flood the half slab, so I can still have a bottom portion, and then it can just roll out from there. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll put some stairs going up so that I get the narrow spillways for what I'm going for. Okay. I think we got it. Let's get this done. Put our stone bricks in behind here. Yeah, I do need to worry because I have the stairs here, so you can see the brick texture. And yeah, we'll do the same thing here. Cool. And this is going to be andesite. Let's put this bricks in there. I'll take my food out of the way. I don't need it right now. I'll have to climb up there to get to the rest of that. That's fine. Take this down. And we'll go here and here. I may do a half slab in the middle just to help kind of bring that curve around in the corners. Let's go on and get this set. Wow, this music got really down. Let's switch to something else. See if we can get something a little more upbeat. I didn't realize that it was so dour until I started, I was focused on building. There we go. Something a little more amped here. Alrighty. So we need bricks in there. Bricks in there. Bricks like that, bricks like that. And then boom, boom, boom. I missed that one. That's fine, we'll get it. Yeah, I definitely want to go half slabs there just to make that a little bit more of a subtle transition. Okay, cool. All right, so then we need to go here and here. And we're getting to the point where I need to just get up there. Let's grab another stack of this. Go stack. Yeah, half stack of those. We should be fine on that, and then let's get a stack of these guys. I will probably need more than that to finish, but I can at least get the outline done. Alright, let's pop up here a little bit. This and this. And this and this. And now I shouldn't need the andesite for the rest of this part. Let's go ahead and pop down and take this out. Just to make sure I got everything before I move on here. I think that's good. Oh, this needs to be bricks. How did they end up over there? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Brick, brick, brick. Stair, stair, stair. Excellent. I think we are good. All right. I'll pop up here with this. And let's get the half slabs out. So we want to come out 1, 2. I want to put a lip here and here, so that will make a little bit of a spillway for us. And then what's the rest of the design for this? Then we come back and we have 2. So we want like this. Put a slab, and we want 1, 2. I think. And then there will be one more here. You know what? I don't really have anything planned for the middle. I think we can leave that open as another spillway. I think that'll be okay. The center I definitely want to have contained, so it's just the central portion more. But I think for this part we'll be okay with this. And I'm not just doing that to be lazy. I think we can actually get away with it. Okay, maybe I'm doing it to be lazy a little bit. No, I need to go this way. Need my stair there. This. Or no, that needs to be a stair as well. Okay, with that corner, do I need to do... I think that'll be okay. If I need to swap that out, I can do it later. Alright, let's take this down. Let's see here. Yeah, I am coming 2 out from this extension, so I need to go. Is that right? Am I that far over? No, it is right, so that'll be right down the bottom here. Okay. I should be able to make it fit. As long as it's 1, it's not that big of a deal. We'll see how it looks once I get the water in here. I should probably put something for light in here. get to that in a moment. Okay. So I need that way. That'll go there. That one's stair. That one's a stair. Two. Sorry, I'm a little quiet here while I'm concentrating on this. Counting is hard. Okay, there we go. Okay, before we get too much farther, let's pop down. Let's take a quick look at how this appears from out here.
Chord progressions.
I don't like the tracks that have talking. Let's skip past that one. It does make the spillway look a bit wide. Gonna have 2 streams coming up there. I still think we might be okay with it, but I'll have to see what it looks like once we actually get water coming up from there. Okay, let's get this finished. I think I need a little bit more half slabbage. And I may end up switching out some of these, the stone portions for the mossy version. I do have vines to be able to make that. Just not sure where I want to put it. I figure that's one that I'll go through and I'll texturize later. Okay. Let's pillar up here. There we go. Alright, so we need... Oh, you know what? I probably should have crafted more stairs while I was down there. That's okay. I can get it if we need it. Alright. We're at 1, 2. That. And we go half slab there, and 1, 2, like that. Okay. Over here. Oh, we might actually have just enough. By George, I think we've got it. Okay, cool. Well, that's set. Let's just use these torches that I happen to have in the inventory here. Stick them in down on the bottom so we don't have mobs spawning. Just do 1 on each side. Oh wait, I need to do that. Just keeping it consistent. LCD brain. Okay, and then the rest of that shouldn't matter as far as mob spawning because there's light in there. Got it, got it, got it. Three stairs under the spots. Oh, you're thinking just do... extend that out a little bit more. I gotcha. Okay, we'll look at that in just a second. I'm just going to get the slabs filled in here. Let's get that. Okay. And these are all half slabs, so these don't matter for spawning. So you're saying... do like this, And then, what? Do like another stair like that? I don't know, I think that juts out a little too much. Maybe if we go with a half stair rather than a stair, because I don't know if I like the full extension of that. If we go with a half slab. I think I like that better. That gives it sort of a subtle curve this way. And actually that would work out really well once I get into the mossy, because I can do, since that's its own half slab, I can differentiate that way. I haven't, there's a reason I'm leaving the sides on there. I do have something planned for that later. I probably won't be able to get to it till tomorrow. It's going to require some custom work that I need to do off of the stream, but I got a plan for that. So that'll come. But yeah, I do like the suggestion to extend that out a little bit. I think that looks a lot better. That adds just a little bit more definition coming in that way. And then let's grab a couple of these puppies. And we'll just slap those up here. Gives that just that tiny bit of extra definition to the curve. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, now where did I put the water? Because I know I have water in here. 2 buckets, there we go. And let's just, I'm just gonna fly. I'm too lazy to pillar. All right. Now if I do this right, I should be able to just create an infinite water source. So if we go here and here, yes. Good. I know the water physics gets weird. It doesn't always copy over. Oh, that helped. When you're dealing with the stairs and half slabs. Ooh, that'll look interesting. I'll have to see how that looks from the bottom. Yeah, see, like there, this is a water source, but it's not filling in. The water, I mean, Minecraft for water physics is weird enough, but then you throw slabs into it, and it has no idea what to do. All right. Yeah, see, that one didn't fill in. That went source to source, and it just didn't go. It's weird. Minecraft, you're weird. We need to set up a series of posts of just, cursed or hacked or weird stuff in Minecraft, and just call it "Go Home Minecraft, You're Drunk." I expect to see that trending on Twitter by the end of the day. Exactly. Well, that didn't work. See, but then it just filled in like 4 of them all at once. What the... See, look at this. It has no idea what it's doing. See, but these won't fill in. But now if I do that one, yeah, that one doesn't do it either. And now that one emptied. What? And how did this one come empty now? Unfortunately, you can't flood these things with ice, so... You know, it's weird. See, but then it... The water physics are so weird! I seriously don't understand how this is working. I mean, it'd be done if the water physics were consistent. Alright. We're almost there. We go. And somehow that let me put it on top. Okay. We got it all done. There's that. Let's see how this looks from the bottom. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that actually does look pretty cool. I mean, it's double wide on the side here, but I think it works. I think we're going with that. That looks pretty good. Now, the bottom I actually can do with ice, and I have that somewhere. I thought I did. Yeah, there it is. Is the flowing water throwing me off here? Now there it's starting to go placid. Okay. That's fine. Did I replace that one? Maybe I did. I just kind of assume that I'm crazy at all times. I'm usually not wrong. Okay, we'll just fill both of these in here. And then we'll get into the middle and fill in manually around the walls. See, but then that one didn't fill in. What the heck? Okay, it started. There we go. Okay, do we have any more flowing water here? I think we got it all. Nope, we got down here. Alright, we're good. Ooh, did that fill in here? Yeah, those are... Okay, the water source is supposed to got this one. I don't have to fill that in. Excellent. Alrighty, let's step back and see what we've done. I think that's looking pretty good. Grab it from a couple of angles here. Alright, I think that's good. Let's do the terror from above shot here. There. I managed to light it. Alright. That throws that little bit of extra color on it, too. And yeah, now I can see from the top here. The extra bit. Yeah. No, I think that works well. Alright, perfect. We are doing good. You know, it should help that this is water, but I'm still terrified of, you know, dying again. Quick hydration. Okay. So now we got to get the second tier prepared here. And again, I think this part I'm going to end up working on more tomorrow. Although I've actually made a lot of progress. We're only an hour into this thing. Let's take this down just so we're consistent. so now, how do we want to get the center column going? Because we want to do a similar setup to this, like we did in the central column, but smaller. And I realize that one's probably going to end up looking blockier. That's fine. We can contend with that. I don't need to go as high with it, is the main thing. So if we do, let's just see what the block looks like. Actually, that might be okay for the central column. And then if we go... Yeah, that's fine, we'll fill that in. If we do that, and then we do one of these deals to give it that little bit of extra definition here. Yeah, I was thinking for just a second before I vocalized it, do I want to dig that down and then have this portion go all the way down into the middle? But no, I think I want to leave it with this. Because remember, these are half slabs, so I have to have it there. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Now, do I want to go up one more? Or just start bowing it out? Because I don't need to go out that far with this. I think if I just do another layer of half slabs up top, we'll be okay. Stretch my neck. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now my other question is, do I leave this as stone bricks or do I want to swap that out for another wall? I think the stone bricks is the better one, but then what I will do is up top I will do andesite half slabs. And I don't have to have water coming off of there. Did I hear the phantoms? No, okay, I think that was just the music. I think I got one more night before the phantoms start coming after me, trying to eat my face. Alright, let's do like that so I can climb up here. And let's see, do we want to go all the way around? How are we doing here? I don't know that this part is going to be necessary with what exactly I've got planned here. I think that's going to be too much. Let's take those down for now, but I can always add them back on later if I need to. Did I grab that one? I think I did. Oh well, it's only one half slab. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Good, and that gives it just enough height so that it's visible for, I mean, even when you're right up here, I mean, you can see the extra tier. You don't see all the detailing on it just with the curve, but you don't really need to because you're right up on top of it. I think that's the perfect height for it. And then as you come out farther, you've got... It's nice and visible without having to go up too high. Yeah, I think we nailed that one. That looks to be it. Okay, cool. Now we got to figure out how we want to do the rim. And the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking we probably should go with some form of stairs. Now, do we want to do... So we're already going to mix of smooth andesite and stone bricks. Let's just put in stone bricks for now just to do it. Oh, not cobblestone. We want stone. We'll see how this looks, and then if we decide to do more detailing, we can swap it out later. And then that would give us just a little bit of extra distance between where the water's dropping down. I think that will do it. We're probably going to lose some grass and some torches here. We will get them all back later. Alright. And we will come back and flood these. We'll figure out the pattern for that in a moment. Let's just get straight paths figured out. Alright, and if we get done with the fountain, then I may start going around and just start laying out some paths. For anybody watching, anything I put together with the paths or anything like that, if I start working on that, feel free to move them as you do your plots or anything like that. None of that has to remain static. I'm just going to kind of start laying some stuff out. So if I put anything down in the other areas, it's all movable. There is going to be, my plan is to put a statue up on top, so that is the thought there. Haven't gotten to that part just yet. I said that's probably going to be the project for tomorrow. Okay. I think my stairs got flooded here. Oh wait, I can't do this now, can I? Okay, so I do have to go like that. And then this one can go here. And we're going to have to do one of these deals. Okay. And we got a couple of source blocks in there again. I will clean this all up in a moment. This one, I think we're okay if we just go internal. So then we need to go... How did I do that? We got to go... This, this, we do this, and this, and this, right? Yeah, that's how I did that one. Okay, cool. And then we go internal curve on these two. And I have a handful more. I think I need a couple more of these guys. I'm just going to make a half stack because I don't think I need that many more. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, let's just get the interior walls set up on that one, or interior curves rather. Needs to go this direction. That. That one's set. Oh, interior curve there. Come on. Do it the right way. And that one's good. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's just make sure I kill off all the source blocks there. There it is. And get it all? Yep, that got it. Thankfully I had blocks in the way that kept those from coming off on the other side. Got one there and one there, looks like. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. Alright. Cleaned up all the water mess. Let's get all the broken blocks here. Honestly, we probably need to clear this out anyway so that I can do the pathway around this thing. And actually, what I think I may end up doing... Oh, we do need to flood these stairs. There we go. See, when there's a regular source block in there, I can figure out what it wants to do. Yeah, I like how that adds just that little bit of distance from where everything's dropping down. That does make it a lot better. Although I think I am going to want to swap out the floor for stone bricks now. Unless I do some sort of a pattern in the bottom. Maybe. We'll have a think about that. I can always come back and do it later. Okay, let's move my shulkers up a bit. Well, here, let's get some of the supplies dumped off. Didn't put anything in there. I think I'm going to have... Yeah, that's why we can put that in there. Okay, cool. Let's move my boxes up out of the way. See, I'm finding more stuff. Right, I gotta move my tools back in. Okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna put the boxes up on top of this lip here. And my tools and junk. So they're easily accessible from the outside. You know, let's do it on here so it's even at least, or at least somewhat. That one comes there. Okay, cool. So now I'm contained. Alright, and since we got all the convenient grass laid out here, let's use the pathways. I'm probably going to want to swap this out for other blocks, but we can at least sort of figure out what we're doing here. So let's just come out 2 from every bit of wall. Probably 3, actually. And we're not worry about that. We'll get that later. Go right in there. This. Makes it nice and easy to outline this without actually having to place any blocks down for the moment. What would be nice is if I could gather up enough clay to fill that in, because that's what I used for the pathways up on here, and we can carry it down. We don't necessarily have to do that, and you know, like this is just using pathways as it comes around. Actually, I think that's going to make it look too paved, probably. I think we want this to look a little more rustic and broken up. Yeah, we'll leave it as the pathways for now, but we'll figure out what we're doing with it later. Let's do a quick swing up top and see how we're looking. Try and not die. Hey, there we go. Ooh, that's looking cool with the concentric circles there. I like it. But the pathway definitely needs to be wider. It definitely needs to be a 3-block. At least. The 2-block is just too narrow. But yeah, and it needs to be something other than... I mean, the brown looks okay, I guess. But yeah, we definitely need something to contrast with the gray, I think. At least around the fountain. It can go to like a stone brick or gray or whatever for the other pathways, but around the fountain we definitely need to have something a little more, just for some more contrast. Okay, so we're coming out 3. Yeah, we want to add those there. Let's just get the straightaways figured out here, and then I can figure out the corners afterwards. The one thing that's nice with the pathways is if you want to light them up, you can hide your light sources right underneath here. And especially like if you use sea lanterns, it just looks like a little lip of grass underneath because it's just that sort of light green color. I used that trick with the pathways over on the stairs earlier. Yeah, I'm coming 3. There we go. Okay, that corner I did. I actually may come back and do some sea lanterns in there later. We'll see how that turns out. Depends on what I want to do with the bottom of it. But yeah, pickles is one possibility for the line, but I think I might do something else and integrate it more with the floor. Just like that. There we go. Now, do I want to do one here? Oh, wait. I didn't have that one done. Now, how am I off there? Oh, because I came out 4 here. My bad. Alright. Let's switch that. That's 3. And then that goes back. Okay, that's got it brought back in alignment. We're good now. Okay, let's see how the 3 looks from up top here. Got it. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Really outlines it there. You know what? Maybe that's where I'll go. I can do the polished andesite there to replace the floor with. I might do something patterned with it later too. We'll see, but I think I'm going to put that down for now. Now that I got it laid out, and then that way, it's a much more subtle color transition to move if we use the pathway blocks in other spaces. Okay, where did I put the andesites? In here. Alrighty. Yeah, I definitely want to go polished for most of this. We will probably do a little bit of the cracked to give it that sort of rustic broken look here. but we'll get to that in a moment here. Yeah, I think I will want to put some sea lanterns in there, which will mean a trip to the Guardian Farm, unless somebody watching is free and wants to go grab a stack or two of them for me. That would be much appreciated. Don't necessarily have to. I don't mind showing off the Guardian Farm on stream as well, so that's always a possibility. And where are we at here? We got a half hour left, roughly. Oh, and who is after me? I need to double check that, don't I? Let's see. Oh, Vera's with after me, so, or Gira. Trying to get the you get that sort of Jotun J in there. Yeah, if you got that episode, thank you very much. Yeah, just sea lanterns, just for some lighting, like a thing. I think I'll put them around the lip here. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Never mind, because I'm not going to have the path blocks in here. You won't see them. I may still need them eventually, but if I do them, I'll do them in the floor. Yeah, we'll figure something out here for lighting. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, what am I thinking? I'm not going to use path blocks there, so I won't have the hole visible to see them. Okay. Let's put the cracked version in here. And let's just go ahead and get the smooth texture down. I hear a spider hanging around somewhere. Oop, just a dirt block. And then we'll come back and we'll retexturize this. Actually, what I may end up doing on this part, because there are other blocks I can get to sort of blend the texture on this. I can do just plain terracotta in here. And then we'll make it look like you get a block that's sort of worn down and smoothened out. So that's a possibility here. But we'll texturize it after we get the main canvas, if you will, laid out here. And that one there. See, the viewer counts have dropped a little bit here. I think some people are running off and grabbing dinner. It's about that time of day. It's also Memorial Day weekend, so I'm sure a bunch of people are, kind of out barbecuing and that sort of thing. There we go. Yeah, that really... Oh, not you, Sonny. Quit bumping my mouse arm. You can't do that. Let's see here. I think he heard me talking about food, and that's why he's poking his head up here. So let's pop one like in there. Chip one here. I don't know if I want to worry about doing... Oh, you brought him anyway? Well, thank you. That's appreciated. Yeah, that's fine. I'll toss him in my shulkers there. Thank you. Yeah, I think we'll grab some other blocks to put in here. I should have some smooth terracotta somewhere at the house, at the base. And that, I think. Yeah, just to break this up a little bit. one there, I think.
I don't need no instructions to know how to rock.
Thank you, Neo. And I definitely am not following instructions. I am making this up as I go along. Alrighty. Let's stick one around on here. This is just a quick pass over to make sure everything looks sort of consistently broken up. Yeah, we need one in here, I think. Yeah, I think we could use another texture in here somewhere. In this same color palette. Just to break this up a little more. Let's go see what we get at the base. Yeah, I don't think I want to put bricks in there. I think that will make it look a little too worked. I think we want to make this look more... what's the one am I looking for? Sort of naturally rustic, I guess. Let's see. Do I have any plain old terracotta? Yeah, no, I don't think I want to go with brick. I think that's going to look too worked over. Don't see plain old terracotta in here anywhere. Let's double check, make sure I can throw it in there if I have any. The other one I can do, and I did this before with the, actually the sandcrawler build. I found that this one works. Trying that. If we go stripped jungle log, that's around about that same color palette. That sort of peachish looking color, I guess. Yeah, I don't see any plain terracotta, so let's give this a try. Oh wait, still night, isn't it? I should probably sleep, just so we don't have the phantoms coming after our face. We'll just swing down here and sleep in the caboose. Ah! Hold on, let me get to the bed. Got it. There we go. Just double check. Yeah, not in there. I didn't think so. Mr. Zombie. Get out of there. There you go. Ooh, actually, weird block, but yes, that is a possibility. Rather than the terracotta. And I should have that in here. This one, brown mushroom. I only have 3. I thought I had more than that. Worst case scenario, I can grab some more. And some bone meal. Let's go grab that because I have mushrooms back in here. Although the mushrooms still aren't actually growing for me. Yeah, I just wanted to double check because I was doing some detailing here. No, I don't have any. That's fine. Let's see, where did I put the mushrooms here? This is only a maybe one, so I'm not going to worry about grabbing a whole heck of a lot. There. That should be plenty. There we go. We are reaching for the block palette now. Alrighty. Let's get our jungle wood in here, and We'll try this. I may actually end up doing both. And just do a handful of these. Just finding some holes to grab here. Okay, so we'll throw this in, and I'm just going to kind of randomize which direction I'm putting these in. Well, not like that. This thing is really liking the 8-bit music today. Which you don't necessarily have a problem with. That's a bit lighter than I remember it. And acacia would have too much orange to it, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's a little too bright. That would go well with the path blocks once you have, you know, a bunch of them in there. If you needed to get one that pops up in the middle just to give it a little bit of a height differential, you have that 1 pixel. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. Well, let's try, because I do have a couple of blocks here. Yeah, actually, I like that. That's also a little bit outside of the color palette, slightly, but not bad. And it just makes it look like it's just really worn down. I'm good with that. We can work with this. Alright. Let's pop these out. I'm probably going to have to only grow like 1 or 2 mushrooms to get this. Let's see here. Cover my blocks and we'll put those in with the rest of the stuff here. Can I find a space dark enough to put it down? Since all this got lit up. Let's go over here, I think. See if I can find something. Well, there's been a lot of detailing done here. So kudos for that, but I need somewhere that's not lit up. There's nowhere around here that hasn't been lit up. Everyone around here is afraid of mobs. Oh wait, how about here? It may just not be possible to put it down during the day. Okay, well, with that being the case, I can also go... Oh wait, there's some. We get it on the podzol. Can I put it here? Yes. But I borrow your podzol for a minute here, whoever's base this is. I need to pop up a little bit. I was going to go back to my base and grab some mycelium, but I can put it on podzol. There we go. This ought to do it. I think that should be plenty. Oh yeah, we got over a stack. No, we're good. Let me quickly posture adjust while I'm flying here. That doesn't mean you need to come up and jump on me, Sonny. I need my mouse hand back. We'll have you climb up and we'll do a send-off before we go here. Oh, there we go. Pop that in there. Yeah, there aren't too many of these. Just a few every once in a while gives that little bit of just a worn down looking stone. I like it. I think that works well. We're reaching for the weird blocks, but I think it pulled us out of this one. Alrighty. Pop these back in here. I guess I'll just put that in there. I don't know what else to do with this dirt. We'll probably go throw it in the other one in a little bit here. But alright, I think that has got this pretty well laid out. Well, since I started on a pathway here, let's kind of carry this around. We'll just make these nice and wide. They don't have to be anything in particular. We'll kind of wrap it. I don't think anyone's particularly attached to the where the placement is on the lights. I mean, that one's definitely going to have to move because we got the path. There's no other way to bring the path around here. But I will try to just kind of wrap it around. Partially because I just want to be lazy and not have to dig these up again. Let's take those out and then we can throw some slabs of something down. Let's actually just use the jungle wood here. I think that jungle wood gives us a good... Oop. Come on, split it. There we go. Let me grab the strip jungle wood here. Where did I put that? There it is. I think that actually does give us a much closer color gradient to the path blocks. And it actually is kind of midway between like the path blocks and dirt. Let's do that. And again, for anybody watching that's coming up next or afterwards, I am just throwing this out here for sort of a general pathway area. If you want to move it around, feel free. There is nothing that says this has to be any particular way. I'm going to move that. Grab that block there. And I do have the green carpets. That is one I will say about with the new update coming up, with the moss carpets they got. I am disappointed in that one. I really wish, rather than just making it like a different colored, slightly different texture green carpet, what they would have done with it is make it work more like snow layers. So that way you would have something that you could layer up block by block by block, or pixel by pixel going up. So that way you could, one, get something that approximates grass half slabs, which we've been asking for forever. But then two, that we would have, just for like the more technical builds, you'd have something you could layer that isn't affected by light. It wouldn't melt on you. And we'll throw that. I'll put one in there, even though I don't know that it necessarily needs it. And I'm probably filling this in a bit more than I think the rest of the path we did. But again, we can always play with this more later. None of this has to be stuck. Actually, I probably should have moved that over one. It's fine. We'll work with it. So then we got a pathway that comes in here. I think we can kind of run one along to Super Ruler's area here. And I'm just going to run this along the side. Again, if you want to change it, feel free. Yeah, we can't put path blocks in there, can we? And we'll just do a little bit in here to kind of make that look more broken up. Oop. Put that back. There we go. So to spread that along here. Just in the 10 minutes before we need to trade off here. So yeah, here, if you got any your pre-stream stuff you need to take care of, you know, go ahead and take care of that. I got things covered until now. Oh, and that out of the corner of my eye, that looked like a creeper. Definitely run into too many of them. So just pop along like that here. I'll probably do a Y off of this, I think. Let's do like that. So we just kind of... Because this is pretty direct access, so I think we can bring this just straight in under the pergola. I'm still expecting somebody to do a gazebo. And then we're going to have somebody come along that wants to attack it. Alrighty. Now let's do something. Break the grass up there. Something like that. And then we can play with the textures and things in here. So this would be a good spot if somebody comes in and wants to do some custom trees or things like that. They can lay them out in here. And then we got a nice big plot back in the corner here. Oh, somebody put a bench in here. That's cool. I missed when that got put up. Actually, a tree right... If somebody did something that looked like a willow instead of along the wall here, even if you did it where the wall kind of got broken up by the willow roots getting to the water, and then the willow kind of droops over the tree, that would be really cool. Custom trees are not my thing, so I will leave that to somebody who's a little more talented in that regard. Just throwing out ideas. That would be really cool. There's like a nice little shady spot covered by the willow. Yeah, and then like if we just stuck some trees up in here. Yeah, if you're doing it, we just have to be careful to make sure it's not a whomping willow. We may have to have Rizbeth come along and do one of her armor stand cars inside of the willow tree. Alright. I kind of don't want to mess with anything else around here just because it hasn't really been touched yet. And I want to leave it fairly open. But I mean, at least this portion, we kind of know where we're going, even if we haven't filled in all the details yet. So we kind of get a little bit of a direction. So I think we're just working, if you're looking at it from the street tower, it just kind of goes left to right. I'm going to throw what I can into my boxes here. And again, if anybody needs supplies out of here, feel free. You can grab stuff from my boxes. That's not a problem. Let's do a quick swing up from the stream tower here, just to get a look at what we've done so far. There we go. Nice. I like how that looks. That path definitely needs some more detail added to it rather than just the path blocks, just some texturizing and that sort of thing. But I like how it lays out there. And I said I don't want to go too far into detail with it just because I want it to be fairly open for people to come in and do what they want to later. So, I mean, by all means, feel free to play around with stuff. But if that's still there by the time I stream tomorrow, I may come back and hit the path a little bit more. But yeah, I think that is looking really good. We've got, I mean, just considering the different people coming through and how well this is fitting together organically, I think that works really well. Well, I know you're still getting set up here, so let me get myself into a semi-safe spot. I'm just going to pop in at the bottom. This should be well lit enough so I don't have to worry about mobs. Just hide back in the corner. Let's see if I can bring Sunny up for a little bit to end the stream off here. So I'll just pause that. Let's get the camera switched up here. Sunny! I hear him coming. There he is. You coming up? You going to say goodbye with everybody? Yeah, there he is. Oh, he's ready to cop up here. Oh, you were outside, weren't you? I can feel there was just a little bit of chill on you. Oh, you're all excited. What are you doing? Oh, you all excited. Are you saying hi to your public? I mean, you're the reason people watch this, is just for the puppy, don't you? Let's see if I can get you up here. I can't pick you up. For those of you that don't know, I have a hernia, so that's why I was going to lean back in the chair a little bit more and trying to take it easy here, so I can't really lift him, but I'm trying to get him a little space here. Can you come up? He's trying. All right, let's see if I can get it. There we go. There he is. Okay, well, I don't think you can talk to him too well. He's trying to get into the microphone. What do you got? What are you doing? You have gotten so big back from when you was just a little puppy. I got. If you didn't see in the announcements, he has his own YouTube channel now. So there's the link was getting posted there by the Nightbot. You can take a look at that if you check it in the back scroll, or if it does happen to pop up before the stream comes off. But yeah, you can see some of the videos I took of him when he was younger, and he was just so tiny. And you've gotten so big, haven't you? Haven't you? Sonny, have you gotten big? Are you a big boy? Good kisses? He's a little too nervous getting perched on the seat here for kisses. Oh, what are you doing? You saying hi to everybody? Oh, you see them all. You saying hi to the internet world? There he goes. He's looking at the camera. You know where it is, don't you? You know where the camera is. I've shown you enough times. Here's some kisses. He likes the hands more than the face, but he'll get the face once he's excited. Okay, you're sliding off, buddy, and I can't hold you. There you go. There you go. Oh, you're a big boy. Well, look at you. You're the big boy, huh? Oh, we got the puppy on here. You are so happy. You is so happy, huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, I gotta go hand the stream off to Europe. Are you gonna sit? He's waiting. He gets his treat after he comes on stream. You want a treat? You want to get your treat? Okay, let's see if you can show him how you do your thing. Can you stay? Oh, he's laying down. He's trying to do his trick. Let me see if I can get this so you guys can see. He's been working on this, and it's hard for a puppy, but he's being so good and so patient. Okay, lay down. Lay down. No, lay down. Trying to get the camera here. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. We're trying to do the trick. You gotta lay down. Can you stay? Stay. You gotta stay. Stay. He's too excited. His head's moving. Stay, buddy. Get it. Close. You got it. He is working on getting it so he can toss it up in the air and catch it. He's gotten it a few times. And I've actually been getting him where he'll hold it for like about 10 seconds. I can get him about that long sometimes if he's in the right mode for things. It's just, he's still just got so much pup on him. I mean, he's only about 9 months old, so yeah, he is such a puppy. And you get so much energy, don't you? Yeah, you're already jumping up again. Well, Yura just left. I think they're getting ready. Well, you licked up my nose. I think you got some slobber in there. Where are you going? Oh, where are you going? Oh. Well, I'm waiting for Yura to get ready, so we'll just keep petting you until they're odd here. Because I don't have more than I'm working on right now. Here's Yura coming back in. Oh, you're wanting to fight now. We'll play after this, okay? We'll play after this. You'll have to go get your ball. You want to get your ball? You going to show him that? You show me, you get the ball. Go find a ball. He knows the word. There it is. You got it. Well, you got to hand it over. You got to hand it. You got to hand me the ball. I can't throw it if you don't bring it to me. You got to show him that you got it. There we go. See? He got the ball. You ready? Oh. Well, that wasn't where I meant to go. I kind of have there's a hallway that comes out here. I can bounce it off of the one wall, off of the door, and swing it over. But yeah, if you're still watching, whenever you're ready, I am in the Stream Day Handover channel, and you just pop in, unless you typed. Oh, you're doing your intro. Okay, I see you there. No problem. We will chill out here for a moment. Yeah, basically just whenever you're ready, feel free to just pop into the handover channel and we'll do it from there. I suppose while we're waiting, we could... Oh, that's right. You probably turned off the stream while you were doing your intro. Hey, there's some noise.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good. How are you? Oh, here, let me turn my music on. I have that too loud, I think.
Yeah, I probably should stop mine here too. There we go.
A little easier to hear you now. Okay.
Exactly.
I love the fountain.
Oh, good. Well, thank you.
It looks awesome.
Like I said, I'm just
Yeah,
inside. I am just as surprised as everyone else is at how it turned out because I had no plan going into it.
It's super cool.
So.
And I also really like that. I forgot that there were good windows in here. I really like that you can kind of look out back and see the garden now, too.
Yeah, no, and I had designed it with that intent, figuring something would get done eventually, and just never got there. But yeah, no, I'd set it up with that idea. But anyway,
that's awesome.
I will
I
go ahead and hand off the stream torch. The book's still in the chest there. I need to fill it out. I think we're just kind of leaving it there so nobody dies with it. And let me get you with the raid. And it's Yura_wizard.
I think on Twitch I should know this, right? I think I'm just Yara Wizard, right? Hang on, let me type in my own chat.
Yeah, right.
Hello. Yeah, okay. Yes, I am just Yara Wizard, no underscore. The underscore is only in Minecraft.
Got it. Okay. All right, it is popping through here. So yeah, we should be hitting you with 7 once this comes through.
Woohoo.
So it is counting down. All right, there we go. We are headed off. So yeah, goodbye everybody. Have a great time and enjoy the raid.
Thanks, Kath.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.